We'll sleep late tomorrow. You want to get me have breakfast. Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How are you? I'm peeling apples. Mama's making pork chops or something. I wouldn't call them pork chops, or tell them what they are, Mama. Show them what you got.
Tenderized pork tenderloin. And what I'm going to do is put a little salt and pepper on. And then I'm going to dip them in buttermilk, and then I'm rolling in some flour and put them in my skillet. But I'm going to turn the skillet on and get it warm.
This is breakfast or supper. I tell Mama we can sleep late and Mom will have to get up and have breakfast. We already have it. This will be a good meal. You know, you don't have time a lot of times to get up and cook. Mama's let y'all. You don't get time to get up and cook, maybe, or maybe you do get up in time. You just don't want food with it early in the morning. So a lot of times we have breakfast for supper. Today's one of those times. And this is some good eats right here. This is fried apples, pork, what you call it, tenderloin, tenderized.
It's tenderized.
You know, it's been run through the tenderizer at the store.
Well, I can put that in the oil.
Usually that costs more, but Mama got this on sale, so it didn't cost any more.
Thank you.
Boy, that was sealed for good. These are just some apples. These are store-bought apples. These aren't homegrown or nothing. See a little tag on there. And when they get a little swivelly, we call it swivelly, we put them in the refrigerator. And then when we want them cooked, we grab them out. They'll last in the refrigerator a long time, even if they get a little shrivelly. But you can just cut them up and make apples for fried apples, or for apple pies, or Mom, you want the buttermilk, or the buttermilk. You want a little bit of ranch.
No, not on these for breakfast. I don't want that.
You don't want no flavor?
No, I'm just going to
Oh,
put
this is
salt
no
and
flavor.
pepper.
Pepper only.
Salt and pepper.
Okay.
I'm
Now
gonna
I always put a little ranch on my
I know.
powder
I'm going to eat this with the
breakfast gravy.
gravy. And if I was fixing them to eat with potatoes, I would put a little ranch on.
That's Mama's back. I'm gonna turn you over there and let you. Mom, they're staring at you now.
Oh, no.
Mama says she'll run in a minute. Watch her.
Yeah.
Jackrabbit fever.
I'll have to run, that's for certain. Salt and pepper on both sides. Dip them in the buttermilk. And back out. And I'm just gonna,
Boy, that bruise went to the bone.
it was a bad one, huh?
Feeling it thick because
I'm gonna
it's.
have to wash my hands, get me some more flour. And I'll have to
I can get you some.
You can.
Yeah. Flour.
Let's see it, got that out from me.
Did you have a set of these cups?
I don't remember.
Gialla Golden.
It's been so long.
I've always just seen that one. I never did see any more.
It's probably a yard sale or something 5 years ago.
Or one Granny had, or
Yeah,
it's been in there my whole life. That I remember. I don't ever remember it. And the other one's been in your sugar my whole life. That I can recall.
these are awful big. Spread out here.
We might just need two, Mama. You're just gonna fry them all with them for leftovers?
Yeah, we got biscuits left and pork chops.
Oh, that'll be in the morning's little
And a
snack.
morning snack before we go to church.
Mama's thinking ahead. Do y'all do that? Do you ever have leftover breakfast? We do. We fix breakfast on Saturday morning, especially biscuits and the mess. We will save enough for breakfast or Sunday morning too. Heat up a biscuit, heat up a piece of sausage. It's busy here on Sunday mornings, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah, you just,
After about, it's not too busy at 5 o'clock in the morning, but you know, when it gets to be 8 o'clock, we go into overdrive. It's time to get ready to get ready. Y'all do that yet? Do y'all ever get ready to get ready? I used to. I get ready to leave work. I get ready to do anything. And that just means, okay, gonna get my plan together. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna fix? What am I taking with me? What do I need to go put out the door? So I call it getting ready to get ready. When I get ready to leave at work, now what have I got done? What I need to do first thing in the morning, make yourself a note. That's called getting ready to get ready. You ain't quite out the door, but you getting ready to be.
Almost it, huh?
Yeah. Apples are like the pork chops. If we have some left, that'll be good in the morning, which we will have some left. And it may be good another day, because apples will last. I love when Mama fixes fried apples of any kind. I've never met a fried apple that I didn't like. Now I do like some better than others. I like tart apples. I don't even know what kind these are. It may say on this little sticker.
Red Delicious,
Red Delicious. So I don't know, what are those good frying apples, Mom?
Well, yeah, they'll fry and stay whole, or
Red Delicious will stay whole.
the tart apples cooks up more than the,
Now, you like to use tart apples for your pies and stuff, don't you?
yeah, they cook up better. But a Red Delicious will stay in fine, just like that Open Delicious and Red Delicious.
So they'll stay firm. We live in London. Mama's back. I'm gonna wear this camera out, flip it.
Well, don't flip it, because I'm going to be gone again.
Well, Mama, if they don't get to see you in little spurts and drabs, they don't never get to see you.
Oh,
You can't catch a housefly.
I tried to.
Or a butterfly, as you like to be called. Ain't that what you tell me?
Yeah.
Have y'all had hummingbirds yet? We've not seen any here,
Some people around here see them.
and not at this place, but I told Mama I'm going to get their nectar out there. I like to wait till I see the first one, but maybe I've missed them. Maybe we're not on the same schedule. But I used to see them all the time first thing in the morning when I'd go out there.
They wasn't out there this morning.
Nope, they ain't been out there today either.
You done me.
You talking to me?
Me?
Don't you talk to my mom that way now.
Was talking to me.
What was she talking to you that way for? That's hateful.
That was because I forgot my buttermilk.
Ah, don't forget the buttermilk, Mama.
Oh, I had.
These apples are just going to get butter and a little sugar and cinnamon and maybe a little pancakes, huh?
Little dash of salt.
Dash of salt and maybe a little pancake syrup sometimes, something, Mama.
Yeah, but not much. We'll just be.
Just a little maple in them. A lot of y'all been asking me about the Macro Pro Grill. And this is not a Tupperware. I'm just mentioning it because y'all asked. It is on sale, and it'll be on sale as long as it lasts or through this month, I'm hoping. And I put a link on there, a post of it, so you can see the price, you can see everything. It's right before this link. And it's all on there. And remember, Mama is always excited to get new people on her team. So if you're ever thinking, you know, I'd like to have a little extra money for Christmas. Between now and Christmas, you can make enough to buy all your Christmas presents. You can make enough to buy lots of stuff. So if you're looking for a little extra money, maybe you really can't commit to another full-time job. This one, you work at it and you won't. If you work already, you've already got a captive audience maybe. Your friends and family. Everybody's got that first group of people. Sometimes after that, you have to get out and mill out and about. But in this situation, you would have at least some folks. Now, I think that's all that I thought someone do. And the reason I say that is because that's all I see here on the counter that Mama laid out. But look at that. And this is in salt water. It's just filtered water out of the tap, and it's got salt in it, and it keeps them from browning. And Mama will rinse these off right quick, right before she puts them in there. And then she'll add about 3 tablespoons of butter, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Mom's back. And let those cook before you put any sugar in them. Then, when they get about cooked, she'll put the sugar to keep them from burning. Mama's gone again.
I can't. Don't put it on me.
Don't put it on her. Look here. There's that wonderful pork chop. It's a pork tenderloin that's been run through the tenderizer. And like I said, most of the time you pay a lot for that tenderizing. But in this situation, it was on sale. So, we're eating fancy. Most of the time we tenderize our own.
Eat them to death.
We got a mallet, and then you can just take a knife and do it with a knife. My papa always used a knife. Then he had a little hatchet with a tenderizer on the end of it.
The steak hammer.
Steak hammer. Mom, that looks delicious. And see, she can carry it over. I couldn't do that. I'd have to have it on a plate to transfer it and do all that business. Here, I'll zoom you in over there, and that way we won't have to jostle too much. Mama, turn your light on if you don't care, so they can.
Hang it on?
She looked at. Yeah, that one's on long, but the stove's wide.
Oh.
See, there's those pork chops just frying away.
Somebody got flour on the stove and everything.
Turn your light on, Mom. You forgot. Alright, now step over. Alright, there's those pork chops. Deliciousness. And she'll turn them over in a second.
These are ready to turn. I can get them to turn.
Look at that brown, beautiful pork chop. Trying to get a new angle here. And what's going in that skillet, Mom?
I'm going to put those apples right in there.
So that's our apple skillet. And that's Mama's head. Our kitchen is not a filming kitchen, as you all know. We have to, sometimes we use a hot plate to try to capture everything. Sometimes we just have to suffer together and get it on there the best we can. It would be great if we had an island stove so we could film from this side and we could have cameras above and cameras below and
All the good stuff that goes with it.
all the good stuff, Mama.
Okay.
I think we got the good stuff right here. Sometimes it just pays to be thankful for what you got
Yeah.
and not worry about what you could have.
We get greedy in life sometimes.
That's right, John. Just be grateful that you got a stove over there. A lot of people don't have that.
We could not have a stove, so very thankful for it.
Very thankful. All right, this is my evening coffee. I know it's nearly 5 o'clock, but that's okay. I'm telling you, coffee caffeine don't bother me. I know I'm making that up, but it don't seem to. If I drink a Coca-Cola right now, you'd have to peel me off the wallpaper by 12 o'clock tonight. I can drink this cup of coffee, sip on it, and it getting hot, and lay right down. Go figure. Maybe it's in my head, but that's fine as long as it works. You know, a lot of things, it's not the reality of the situation, it's our perception of the situation. So if you ain't liking your situation, look at your perception. It could just be the way you're looking at it, the way you're perceiving it. It's kind of like a rainy day. If you have a picnic planned and it rains, then you're going to say it's a bad day. If a farmer has a crop out and they're waiting for rain to come to water their crops, they're going to say it's an awesome day, it's a great day. Now my question to you is it a good day or is it a bad day? Is it a good day or is it a bad day? Well, the truth of the matter is, it's neither or. It's just a rainy day. But your perception made it so for you.
Well, you gotta have the rain in order to have crops. You gotta
Rain
have-
makes the grain.
Gotta have the rain to have the vegetables just to eat.
Y'all probably can't hear Mama, but she's saying some good stuff. You gotta have rain to have vegetables to eat, she said. Come over here, butterfly. Land.
I'm cleaning up my mess.
It's your perception of things. So sometimes you're having a bad day at work. Check it out. You could be having a bad day. But it could be your perception of that day. You know those people that just seem to kind of go along. Slow and steady wins the race. Check their perception. It may be different than yours. Let's see what Mama's up to now. She's buttering the biscuit pan. Is that Crisco or is that just plain old butter?
Plain old butter.
Plain old butter, she says.
We're having butter flavored biscuits.
Butter flavored biscuits. Yum, Mama. This is just a number 8. Number 8 griddle. That's what we use for our biscuits. We have another one that seems like it might be a 10. Is it a little bigger than this one?
I guess.
She guesses. This is a number 8 griddle. And you can get a good number of biscuits on there for us. And most people in the South make their biscuits on a griddle. And this is a cast iron griddle. I mean, it's just flat. You can fry steaks on it. But most people in the South, this is what we use for biscuits. Or a cast iron pan. Or a cake pan or something. It don't have to be cast iron. But when you make your biscuits on cast iron, usually they turn out a little better, don't you, Mom?
Yeah, I'm putting a cup and a half. No, not hardly a cup and a half, because that makes too much for that.
Cup and a half, not hardly a cup and a half. She's putting that much right there. Put you a good healthy cup's what I would call it. Just fill it up and put it in there. I can tell you what's in there. It says, well, no, it's not. It's milliliters. This must be a metric thing. Anyhow, it's 400 milliliters of flour. Did that help you all? It didn't do a thing for me. Don't they have cups on it? Is that just milliliters? Mama's back.
I really don't know.
Mama, you got some kind of wild shirt on today. Is this a new shirt or?
No, very old.
Because it's got flowers and big gold splatters. Is this what you used to wear when you was disco dancing or something?
Yeah, that probably was it. That probably was out there. What is it? Say cutting the rug, and the back's got just
Well, look at you.
spots of gold.
Have you ever been to a dance place, Mama?
The dance place. No, I don't think so. Not a regular dance place.
Did you used to have barn dances or square dances or?
I never did go to it. I went to, me and my sisters went to line dancing.
Oh, I remember. That's after I was born.
Yeah.
Can y'all imagine Mama and her sisters out line dancing? They did it. Can you do any of the line dancing, Mama?
No.
You don't remember them?
No, I never was good at it. I like to watch
You just went for the exercise, really, didn't you?
Yeah, it was good. I never was good at it.
But it was
But I like to watch people.
that was before Zumba and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
Didn't you do some Zumba one time too?
Oh, I went to those too.
Back in the day.
Back when I could move.
You can move now, Mama. Now that was about a half a cup of milk, buttermilk.
That's just a tad of water.
Mama's gonna put a tad of water. Do y'all measure things in tads? Just a tad of water. If she told me to take that other and put a tad of water, I didn't know exactly what she meant. And you just put just a little bit, not too
Not
much.
put too much.
You can always put a little flour.
I'm going to.
Do you over tad?
I over-tad it, sure as the water.
You gonna put a little oil in there? There it
I
is.
put butter in it.
I thought you put butter and oil in the last one. You said it's better.
No, I did it in that biscuit tray.
Oh, that was biscuit bread.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, I'm having to clean this after you tonight.
I know it. I'm messy Marvin trying to hurry. And I can't get my...
What kind of biscuits we getting tonight, Mama?
We're going to just get drop biscuits.
Drop biscuits, Papa style.
Yeah, because
This is Mama's daddy style of biscuit. Her mama done a style of biscuit that Mama don't even do. Closer to what I do. I do more like Mama's biscuits and Granny's biscuits. What did Granny do? She rolled them out, didn't she?
Yeah.
Mama rolled hers out with a rolling pin and cut them out. Papa just made them up like this and then dropped them on the paint. I roll mine out, but I pat them out and then I cut them. So I do a hybrid.
These are just going to be...
Drop biscuits. The reason they call them that is you spoon them up and drop them on there. They're not the prettiest biscuits. They got a little rough texture to them, but they sure do.
ain't pretty.
They sure do taste good though, don't they, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
Mama's putting her spoon over in that flour bin in between times, so it'll release. Some people, y'all seen Miss Brenda Gant make them in a flour bowl. I don't remember you having a flour bowl, Mama.
No, I never did.
My other mama, not that, well, she was really my first cousin's mama, but everybody called her mama. She had one of those cabinets that had a flour drawer. She would just open that drawer with about 10 pounds of flour in it, pour her buttermilk straight in the drawer, and take her hand, make the little bird nest, make it up, pull it out, and have a little perfect ball of dough, and that whole drawer would be full of dry flour, not a drop of milk left in it. And she'll do that every morning.
They sounded made them, they do it that way and keep it clean and didn't have nothing in the flour.
No,
But not this old girl.
no little fireballs or nothing.
I was messy Marvin back in instead of them. There's your baby one.
There's a baby biscuit. Now, you take a little buttermilk and put it on your hand, and you just pat them on it, and then when you do, that just gives them a good golden brown, takes off any dry flour like that right there, and it will just sort of make them prettier, a little prettier. These are drop biscuits, so they're going to be rough. They're not going to be that smooth, they're not going to have them high-rise edges. These are just country drop biscuits. And I'd say, if I had my opinion on it, that back in the day, 99% of them were drop biscuits. I don't think that they had luxuries like biscuit cutters. If they did have anything, it was probably a can that they'd cut the bottom and the top of
Ours was
it.
a cream can. Daddy cut and stitched, and that's what Mommy used to cut out her biscuits. Those edges on it.
Wonder what happened to it.
I don't know.
Wonder if anybody got it in the family.
Don't know what either.
Be a treasure if we could find it.
Yeah.
And that's all you have to do to them. Pop them in the oven for about 25 minutes. You want to bake them high. Bake them as high as your oven. Well,
No, 400.
450 is what Mama's baking them on the easy bake. If it was in the big oven, we'd do them in 500. 400. You want biscuits to bake fast and hot, or they'll get tough. Fast and hot. You would think, oh, 500. Mm-mm. That's the normal biscuit bacon temp. 450, 500. Something hot. You gotta imagine they used to bake them in an open fire, which was really hotter than 500, I'm sure.
The old cook stove, you had to get the bar really hot to keep it going to get them done.
Those old cook stoves, they had a little firebox on the side of them. That's where you baked. You had to really pump it up. Can you imagine using those old cook stoves, making bread for your family, and doing all that work in it 100 degrees outside, no air conditioning, and barely, really, a lot of houses didn't have a lot of windows in them because windows cost money. So they may have one window in one end of it or something. Whew, hot. A lot of kitchens back in those days weren't really connected to the house. They were a breezeway between them. So you'd have a house where you slept, and then you'd have a door, you go out, and there'd be air, and then you'd have a kitchen where you go into another room, totally separately in another little room, separate from the main house, just to keep it a little cooler. The pork chop biscuits and apples will be delicious. Charlotte, they will be. Making me hungry. And, Charlotte, I haven't even told you this yet. Well, I may not be bragging too soon. Are we having gravy, Mama?
Yeah.
And gravy. We don't have that often. We've not had gravy in quite a while. Well, y'all probably remember better than I do. Apples are smelling so good. I'm going to get the cinnamon and sugar out. Y'all, cinnamon and sugar. I puffed it down. It puffed up. What are y'all up to? Young Ginger says. Tawanda, how are you? Hello, John and Mama from Deborah. Hello, Deborah. How are you? This has been a start to finish. We just started right before y'all got here. I started peeling apples that
Get
Mama
your
had.
coffee cup off the line.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll clean this mess up.
Well, that cutting board's clean as it can be, Mama.
Did you not cut apples on?
I cut an apple or two, but it didn't hurt it. I would have eaten those apples that I cut in there, so that means they have to be clean. Clean, clean. All right. Folks, we're getting ready to start May. Can y'all believe that, May? 5th? No? Meaning this year will soon be half over?
Cinco de Mayo in a few days.
Cinco de Mayo in a few days, Mama said. What are you going to do for Cinco de Mayo, Mama?
Ooh, I don't know. I was going to get you brown.
Have you burnt the chops?
Yeah. Fixing apples and biscuits and
Turn them down, Mama. Turn them down. Mama's cooking the Macro Pro Grill Salon. She's forgetting how to cook in a skillet. She did some skillet cooking today, though. Skillet cooking. If we hadn't been having biscuits, I could have made some cornbread in the Macro Pro Grill that quick. Almost that quick. Alright, let's drink some coffee and see what y'all are up to. Hi from Barberville, Kentucky. Well, Faye Adams.
them neighbors.
Faye Adams, Barberville, Kentucky. It's not that far. Milk gravy, yummy. Yeah, it's going to be milk gravy, Kathy. With that pork chop grease, I guess.
Yep.
Unless Mama burned it up. Hello from Sonoma County, Wine Country, California.
Ooh.
Hello, Karen. How are you? I'm having chicken bacon ranch flatbread. Ooh, Darlene, do you make your own flatbread or do you buy your flatbread? Oh my gosh, you sound just like my dad. Cheryl, what did I say? Did I say something that sound like what your daddy would say? Hi y'all. Hey Sharon. Hi from Wet and Grey, UK. Ah, Sue, we had wet and grey yesterday.
Oh, it ain't been real bright today out there.
Wet and Grey, UK. Wet and grey sounds a little better than when I say gloomy and overcast.
Yeah, I like that so much better.
Wet and grey.
Yeah.
Can we borrow that if we need it on another wet and grey day? Hi from Illinois, Alice. How are you? Chicken spinach. Ooh, Alfredo. Ooh, now you're talking. Pizza. Now you're really talking, Carla. I told Mama this morning, it's been a long time since I had pizza. My mama made biscuits with a dimple in the middle. Oh, like poked it with her finger on the middle. Well, that would be neat. Probably kept it from poning up. Hey, John. Judy. Did I ever get... Hey, John, did you ever get your jug salad dressing? Can we get... JFG, yes ma'am, I did, and some of y'all sent some, and it's wonderful, wonderful, absolutely wonderful beauty. I was so glad it was back. Hi from Williamsburg, Eva. You are literally in our hometown. I mean, Williamsburg is one of our hometowns. Jellicoe and Williamsburg together makes up one good hometown for us. I was just afraid JFG had quit making it because you couldn't find it anywhere to sell that. I thought, what if I never have JFG salad dressing again? But they did. It's back. Yeah, they can take a break every year if they want to, just preparing. Someone said it was because of supply and demand of getting stuff in. And that very well could have been because a lot of stuff is. But it was just a little scary there to think that a product I'd grown up with my whole life and loved, and knowing tomato season was coming up. And I'm not kidding y'all. Someone sent me 2 jars, and I put one in there on the shelf and put "Do not open till tomatoes ripen" on a Post-it note. Did I not, Mama?
Oh, yes, you did.
And I said, we are under no circumstances will I open this until July when I get a homegrown tomato, because I've got to have at least one more tomato sandwich with JFG salad dressing. Now, I know that counts as an addiction. I am a JFG addicted person, salad dressing. But I was so glad to get a hold of it, and I thought, I won't eat it. I ate the other one. You know, we opened it up and ate them hamburgers and stuff. But I just wanted to make sure I had one for one more round of tomato sandwiches. Because I love tomatoes, and I know they're inflammatory. Would you say that yesterday they cause inflammation, the hulls in the tomatoes? I've heard that. And I ain't going to say it ain't. Because... you know, I'm sure I suffer from that whenever I eat too many of them. But I'm just going to say they're so good, I just have to take the chance on it and maybe eat me a little turmeric or something to keep that inflammation
You
down.
don't have diverticulitis, or you couldn't eat them.
I don't have diverticulitis, thank the Lord. No, I don't have any of that, I don't think. Pasta and homemade French bread. Ooh, Teresa. I was just thinking of that the other day, I really was. I love to take pasta, olive oil, and some fresh herbs, or some, is it pesto? Pesto pasta and chicken. I love that. Just pesto pasta and chicken. And
Goodness, excuse
we
me.
may have that for lunch tomorrow, Mama.
Oh,
Oh, that was a serious sort of, oh, if you could have seen the face that came with it, it meant, no, we're not. Mama, what are we having tomorrow for Sunday's lunch? We've still got them beans. We could do chili.
chili or chicken one?
Chicken, chili. Chicken chili. I've been seeing something on Facebook. I think it's viral. And it's called chicken spaghetti. And some of y'all was asking about chicken spaghetti when we were talking about what can we make. So what I'm seeing on there, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, they're not using spaghetti noodles, most of them. Most of them are using penne or bow tie or some other pasta, and they're using chicken, and it's cheese sauce. So is that what you're calling chicken spaghetti too? Because to me, it's just like what we call chicken pasta. But I've heard it called chicken spaghetti. And they put garlic and sour cream and cream cheese and herbs, and then they put the pasta in it and stir it up. It's more like just a casserole in a pot. And we call a pot a kettle or a bowl. We call it, I guess we call a kettle a pot or a bowl, or that y'all call it. But anyway, so is that chicken spaghetti that y'all are talking about? Sounds good. I'll make it for you tomorrow. Pesto pasta chicken. Lauren, that sounds wonderful. I'm not supposed to eat tomatoes, but it's my favorite. It is mine too. Thing out of the garden. Yeah, I think so too. Leanna Rosamond, you're talking about the pesto pasta. I love pesto pasta. I'm not supposed to eat tomatoes, but it's my favorite thing out of the garden, so I'm going to eat them. Linda, some things. Now, I'm not... If it's life-threatening, I probably wouldn't. But if it's something that may give me arthritis in the elbows, I may have to just eat less, but eat a tomato or two. I mean, I don't really think one little tomato's got the power to cause a whole lot of damage, shortly, unless you're allergic to them. If you're allergic to it, it could kill you. And don't take me as a medical advice, because obviously I am not a medical person. But everything, I mean, like they'll say 1 week coffee bothers you. Don't drink coffee. It's bad for your health. And then you'll say black coffee extends your life. People who drink coffee live longer. And I go with that one, and I just stick with that. I don't switch back when they switch back and say, coffee's bad for you. I say, no, it's not. It extends my life, and that's the reason I'm drinking it. I'm drinking black coffee because it extends my life, like I said 2 weeks ago. It's the truth. You know, they go through this thing where, like, you'll see on, especially on Facebook, do you know other countries have banned Cheez-Its? They must know that I like to take a little Ziploc bag of Cheez-Its, put it in my briefcase when I'm going to a meeting day, and I have a little snack in there, little Cheez-Its. I love Cheez-Its. Do y'all like Cheez-Its? Now, I don't like a lot of the new ones. They got the puffs, they've got the rippled. I like the basic Cheez-Its, the originals. Now, what I do is I buy a box of the originals and a box of the spicy, because I like both of them. But I don't want too many of the spicy, because then they get, well, they're spicy. So I will take the originals and mix them with the spicy. So that way, on average, I'm getting about every other one I pick out of the bag. I get a spicy one, then I get a regular, then I get a spicy. So as you're sitting there during a meeting, or you're sitting there or whatever, now, not all meetings can you eat in. I'm going to tell you, it's not like that. But like if it's an all-day training and you're, you know, back in the back of the room, you can keep a little Ziploc of Cheez-Its, and people do. But anyhow, if you mix them, you get a good variety. And you get a little spicy, and then you get a little regular. So that's what I do, and I like the Cheez-Its. Now, are you telling me that America's letting us eat something that's been outlawed in every other country?
I want to know why they're outlawed in other countries.
Me too, Mama. Little Cheez-Its. Just crackers made out of cheese, ain't it? Anyway, there's all kinds of stuff that they tell you. If you listen to everything you're told, well, you'll be crazy. I don't know how you'd ever keep up with it. So go to your doctor, ask your doctor what you can have, you can go with it. You know, there's always supposed to be something, this or that, that's going to kill you dead.
If you're kidding.
Mama's laughing at me. What, Mama?
Kill you dead.
Well, it does. Oh, here comes the food. Look at Mama. Mama's broth, look at that. Now that is what your apples should look like. And that's with a little bit of cinnamon sugar. Y'all's brand cinnamon sugar. Right there. Sprinkle it on them. Butter. And that's it. And look at the syrup that's in them. Now, I have been known to put maple syrup in them. Mama didn't today. This is those very apples that I sat here and peeled up. Now, you might have thought while I was peeling them, boy, he sure is peeling a lot of apples for him and Mama. They cook down. So this is the whole, however many I peeled, probably 6 apples. This is all of them. Unless Mama ate a bunch of them over there.
No, I've not eaten one.
Well, there you go. So see, it takes quite a bit to make a mess of apples if you're cooking them. But that's the apples. And those are great with pork chops. And we'll eat apples, fried apples, when we just have pork chops and mashed potatoes and peas or something. Mama's bringing the gravy over next. I better get the table set. I'll get fired before this day's over with. You wait and see.
Not until the dishes are done.
Not until the dishes are done, Mama said. Nobody gets fired till then. She's just telling me that because I've been fired before. Sitting right here at this table. Just quit. I'll do it. Yes, ma'am. Y'all through looking at apples? I kind of kept you there a while, didn't I? Mama, is your biscuits done?
They're getting there.
They look delicious.
Here's the
pork chop, whatever she called it. Mama, what you call it? Can I call it pork chops and be
you
okay?
call it pork chops if you want to, honey. It's pork tenderloin.
Pork tenderloin. It's tenderized pork tenderloin. Is that what it is?
Yeah. There you got it.
Tenderized pork tenderloin. And look at that. You didn't burn it, Mama. That plate's hot.
It's been sitting on the stove over here.
It's not hot on that side. There they are, golden brown. Now, some of y'all call this chicken fried pork chops, or chicken fried steak, or chicken fried because you bread it. But see there, and Mama put a little bit of cornstarch in it. Is that right, Mama? A little cornstarch in your flour. And see how it holds on there? It's not falling off? That's what you want. Cornstarch will hold it on your meat, your vegetables, or whatever you got. And it just takes about a tablespoon for a cup. So if you have a cup of flour, put you about a tablespoon of cornstarch. And in the gravy. Now that's good milk gravy.
I ain't used to making it in this skillet. I use an orange skillet most of the
So
time.
what you tonight, Mama?
Well, I fried my meat in here because it's so big.
So you didn't want to double dirty.
Hey, it'll work.
Oh, it looks delicious. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
It'll work. I can hold on to this skillet a few more seconds.
Well, I can get it for you, Mom. There's the milk gravy. We make it with, I don't know, you can make it, some people make it with water, some people make it with sweet milk or just vitamin D milk, whatever you call it, whole milk. But it's a little sweeter when you make it with milk. We make ours with canned cream and a little bit of water. And that breaks down the canned cream and it doesn't make it sweet. So that's the difference. Someone said, why do y'all use evaporated milk for your gravy? That's why. Because if you use whole milk, your gravy will be sweeter because that's sweet milk and it's different. Evaporated milk is not as sweet as whole milk, and you'll get just a more milky, but we do cut it with water and we just use a little Mama, what's your ratio?
What's my ratio? Usually same.
Same evaporated milk, same amount of water. So if she puts a half a can of evaporated milk, then she'll put the equivalent of some filtered water in it and put it in her bowl, and then get it ready to go. Same with your grease or in your flour. If you have a couple of tablespoons of grease, you want a couple of tablespoons of flour. Now, Mama used self-rising flour tonight. Fine. You can use, here comes the biscuits, you can use all-purpose flour, and it don't make it as frothy, maybe. I had I had an aunt that would only use plain flour for gravy. She said it was too frothy if she used the other. Now here's Mama's biscuits. Now there ain't nothing ugly about them, but you just see what I'm talking about. They're just drop biscuits.
They ain't pretty.
They are pretty to me, Mama. They're pretty if you ain't seen a biscuit in a while. How long's it been since we've seen a good biscuit? Homemade biscuit.
It's been a while.
This cutting back on bread has not been an easy life.
There you go, sir. Eat.
There you go, eat. Mama's a poet.
You drinking your coffee?
I'm drinking my coffee for breakfast. Now we can have eggs.
I don't think we need eggs, do you? You want an egg?
I may do one in a little bit, Mama, but you go ahead and listen to me. I'll probably do me a fried egg.
I can fry your egg.
No, go ahead and sit down here.
Let's
I'll
bless
fry
it.
the egg. We'll bless it and you can eat and I'll fry me an egg. I'm just that way. I like fried egg with the pork chop and the apples and the biscuit and the gravy. If I'm gonna eat all that, I'm gonna have me a little egg too. You know.
Just on my glasses.
Are you ready, Mom?
Yeah.
Let's bless it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal that you provided for us, dear Lord. We thank you for the nourishment in our bodies, dear Lord. We thank you so much for these precious hands that prepared it, dear Lord. And dear Lord, as we go through this world, we just pray that you'll be with the leaders and be with everyone in it, dear Lord, and put a hedge of protection around us, Lord. And all the prayer requests that have been brought in, those that are unspoken and spoken, dear Lord, we just pray that you'll bless them in your will and your glory. We ask all these things in your precious name, and amen. All right, Mama.
One of our followers had lung cancer, breast cancer, and now she's got lung cancer
Oh.
and going through a lot. So the Lord knows who it is. So just lift her up in
Let's be
prayer.
with her. Be with all those others who are struggling with. You know, we don't know how fortunate we are. We don't know what a good day we're having until we hear somebody who's struggling with an illness. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you
I'm gonna
going?
put your egg
No,
and get me
sit down.
a bottle of water.
Sit down, Mama. Sit
I'm gonna
down.
get me a bottle of water.
You couldn't nail her to that chair. I'm gonna fix my egg.
I'll get this get thick.
She's let it get thick. She's gonna put a little water. You can put a little water in your gravy and it'll thin it back down. That's what she's putting a little hot water through the filter that's on the sink. And it'll just thin it right down where it needs to be. But you don't know what kind of day you're having until you, just like the rainy day. You may be thinking you're having a bad day and you see somebody who's really, really suffering and struggling. You think, I was having a good day and just didn't claim it. Folks, we're going to go and eat this hot and delicious. I'm going to go over here and fix an egg before Mama gets in here. Mama,
Yeah,
come over here and eat your hot supper.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna put your skillet.
She's just getting the skillet out at this point. I'm just going to get your skillet out, she says.
I'm gonna heck you a little.
And let's watch her get my skillet out. Here she goes. Mama, you need help with that skillet?
No.
What are you doing now?
Put your grease in it.
She's putting my grease in it. What are you going to do next, Mama?
Put your 2 eggs in here.
Come over here, Mama. Come over here and let's say goodbye to the folks. I'm going to have to get her. She won't sit down. She's too
Jumpy John.
jumping to go do everything. We're going to say goodbye. We're going to eat this hot supper, and we're going to say y'all have a wonderful evening.
That's
God
right.
bless each and every one of y'all. Thank you for coming on here and putting up with us every day.
That's
Lord
right.
willing, we'll see you
Thank
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow for Southern Sunday lunch. Mom, you got anything you want to add tonight?
No, won't you have Sunday highlights first?
Oh, I'll see you some more for Sunday school, Lord willing. Sunday school highlights at around 9-ish, 9:30-ish, somewhere in there. You know, you shoot for 9. If you hit 9:15, you're wonderful. If 9:30, you're okay. Sorry, that's the best I can do. But time I get up and get going and get everything settled, that's where we're at. But anyhow, we'll see you and then we'll see you for Southern Sunday lunch, Lord willing.
Mm-hmm.
Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you and all. Have a great night and wonderful day tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bless y'all.